veterans.
We are the veterans.
Anti-war veterans.
Anti-war veterans.
Iraq veterans.
Iraq veterans.
Afghanistan veterans.
Afghanistan veterans.
The pissed off veterans.
Pissed off veterans.
Stop loss killed this man. End stop loss now. And we are here to demand of a presidential candidate that he recognize our demands. We understand that John McCAIN is not going to move on the issue of ending the war, but he claims to be a champion of veterans. Operation Enduring Freedom, Operation Iraqi Freedom Veterans Issues. This is a draft letter written and addressed to John McCAIN. He has already received multiple copies through email, fax, and hard copy lettering and hand-delivered. What we are asking for is recognition of receipt of this letter from his campaign. The DOD and VA must provide personal one-on-one mental health counseling between a mental health professional and the OAF veteran if the veteran requests such personal counseling, with participation in group mental health counseling, which means more than one veteran, only if the veteran agrees to participate in that group counseling. The DOD must take immediate steps to ensure that a service member is not stigmatized by that service member's respective branch of service if that service member seeks mental health counseling, whether or not it's related to an OEF deployment. More specifically, that service member's leadership chain of command must not in any way obstruct the service member from seeking mental health counseling, and that leadership must take immediate corrective action to prevent a service member's peers from stigmatizing or ostracizing that service member. Order! Arms! The reason why I am out here today with my brothers and sisters in arms, my brothers and sisters in Iraq Veterans Against the War, is because everything listed in this is extremely personal to me. The first reference included in this booklet is my Winter Soldier testimony, which explains how after my attempted suicide, I was removed from the military with a general discharge that came at the cost of my educational benefits. I'm not alone. This has happened to some people behind me. The rate of suicide has been steadily increasing as this war has gone on among military members. The rate of attempted suicide is skyrocketing. Commanders have reacted by punishing soldiers in order to try to make them fearful of attempting suicide and not actually going through with it. What my unit punished me for was not putting a gun in my mouth and making my mother bury me in a closed casket. I looked for help on Fort Stewart for months and went without counseling. I asked my chain of command, Alpha Company, 1st of the 30th Infantry Division, for assistance. After finding out that I was stop lost, the PTSD that I already had became intensified. I was diagnosed with chronic severe depression and anxiety disorders before my scheduled second deployment. Memorial Day of 2007, I went out onto a field where they plant a tree for every soldier who dies in the 3rd Infantry Division. I wrote on my arms, "Stop loss killed this man, end stop loss now," to show that I wasn't afraid to die. I was dying for a reason. I wasn't about to go overseas to fight for a cause that I no longer believed in. I'd rather die at home and raise the awareness to the issues that face veterans. It was decided by my deployed company commander, who I was no longer under the command of, that an Article 15 non-judicial punishment would be initiated against me. There are other veterans standing behind me who I know have attempted suicide. The VA system is failing. The military medical system is failing. More must be done to ensure that no veteran is stigmatized, punished, or removed from the military
for showing signs of post-traumatic stress disorder or traumatic brain injury. Since leaving the military, I have been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and am now a 50% rated disabled veteran. I still have no educational benefits. We understand that John McCAIN is not going to move on the issue of ending the war, but he claims to be a champion of veterans. Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans, an organization which is not affiliated with any political stance, have rated John McCAIN a D on an A through F scale. They have rated Senator Obama a B+. We stand here to demand a change. We demand support for veterans. It is too easy to say you support them, but it must start being done in real ways. New laws need to be passed. Real support comes through Congress. Real support comes through the Commander-in-Chief. My body's lying next to me.
My body's lying next to me.
Shrapnel through his head.
Shrapnel through his head.
He was supposed to get out.
He was supposed to get out.
Stop loss instead.
Stop loss instead.
Stop loss.
Stop loss.
Alright, so everyone knows, First Sergeant Wes Davey has not been detained. He is being escorted in to discuss to the McCAIN camp our letter. As an establishment of IVAW's credibility and contact with the Republicans, the same that we have already made with the Democrats. This is a unilateral movement to take care of veterans. We are putting pressure on both parties, who are both responsible, to provide proper health care and legal assistance to all members of the military and all veterans. Let's hit! Pull out!
We have a short update. Our first sergeant was escorted inside of the perimeter of the RNC to hopefully meet with members of John McCain's campaign. They refused, I repeat, they refused to send somebody out and accept our letter from us.
John McCain, MIA.
Can you tell us what was the net result of your meeting? What happened?
The net result was Senator McCain refused to send somebody out. I mean, it's not him, but actually his staff refused to send someone out to listen to the issues that concern veterans right now. So, I mean, they refused to send somebody out. It's as simple as that.
So what's the way forward? Where do you go from here?
Kelly?
Well, my name's Kelly Doherty. I'm the Executive Director of Iraq Veterans Against the War, and our message did get out today, even though the McCAIN campaign refused to receive our letter and our list of recommendations on how to take care of veterans and treat them better. Our message is getting out to the public. It's getting out to other veterans that Iraq Veterans Against the War has your back, has the back of our brothers and sisters in the military and our returning veterans. And political campaigns, political candidates, they don't have the backs of the soldiers and the veterans. And it's really out to us to look out for each other and to advocate for one another. And we intend to continue to demand response, demand that these issues are taken, that action is taken on these issues. There are debates coming up Iraq Veterans Against the War plans on having a presence at those debates to make sure that issues of the ongoing occupation of Iraq and the serious crisis in veterans' health care are addressed by both of the candidates.